Okay, today we will discuss English language mains questions. Directions 1 to 4. In each of the questions there are 3 statements given, each divided into 3 parts. These parts may or may not contain any error. Find out the sentence in which error in more than one part and choose your response accordingly. That means here you are having 3 sentences. There might be error in first sentence or second sentence or third sentence. We have to find out the sentence in which there is the error in more than one part and choose your answer accordingly. Now, let us see first one. Scientists have prediction that over the next century climate warming could result in significantly range shifts leading to a marked increase in the number of people exposed to the East African form of a disease. Scientists have prediction is not correct. Scientists have predicted is correct. So, whenever you are using has, have, had, after has or have or had, you should use third form of the verb. After has, have, had, we should use third form of the verb. So, here after have we should use predicted instead of prediction. So, that is wrong. Then ending illegal immigration was a signature promise when Donald Trump has swept to power in 2016, but on the ground it is a more complex picture. So, here immigration is not correct. We should use immigration, I-M-M-I-G-R-A-T-I-O-N. So, what is the meaning of, what is the difference between immigration and immigration? See, we are having immigration and immigration. One is immigration, other one is immigration. So, here what is the difference? Immigration means leaving one country and getting settled in other country, అంటే ఒక దేశం నుంచి వేరే దేశానికి ఏదైనా వర్క్ మీద జాబ్ మీద వెళ్తే దాన్ని ఎమిగ్రేషన్ అంటారు. లీవింగ్ వన్ కంట్రీ, గెట్టింగ్ సెటిల్డ్ ఇన్ అదర్ కంట్రీ, దట్ ఈస్ ఎమిగ్రేషన్. నౌ వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇమిగ్రేషన్? Immigration is a routine process whenever you are moving to any other country for tourism purpose or whenever you are coming from other country to India. Again, the process is called as immigration. Immigration means movement of people from one country to another. That is nothing but immigration. Suppose you are going to Dubai for tour, so you have to go through the process of immigration check in Dubai International Airport. Again, after coming from Dubai to India, there will be immigration check in Indian airport also. So, that is nothing but immigration. Immigration means movement of people from one country to another country. So, if you are going from India to Dubai, there they will do the immigration stamp. And again from Dubai to India, if you are returning back after some 4 or 5 days, then also you will be having immigration check at the Indian airport. Immigration means if you are leaving one country to another country for a job purpose. That means you are going to other country for getting settled in that particular country. That is nothing but immigration. So, here immigration should be used instead of immigration. Characterized by long and sometimes asymptomatic first stage, the protozoans eventually cross the blood-brain barrier, leading to confusion and sleep cycle disturbance. So, here we are having only 2 errors in first sentence and second sentence. Both 1 and 2 we are having the errors. Now, let us see the next question. Let us see the next one. Throughout his childhood, Sir Walter Scott read extensively in a variety of genres as he was intrigued by the history and culture of his native country, Scotland. on obsession that manifested itself at an early stage. Throughout his childhood, Sir Walter read extensively, correct, in a variety of genres. So, variety means you should use plural genres. As he was intrigued related to past, you should use was by history and culture of his native country, Scotland, and obsession that manifested. Obsession is singular, so you can use that. Manifested, increased itself at an early age. So, the sentence is correct. No grammatical error. Poetry is precise art, and a great poem is made up of components that fit together so well that the result seems impossible to imagine any other way. So, this is also correct. Next one. Predicted climate scenarios are suggesting. So, whenever you are talking about any one mental activity, whenever you are talking about one mental activity in the sense, so if you are using the word like suggest, or show or consider, see, so suggesting, showing, considering, so that is one mental activity. So, whenever you are describing about any mental activity and whenever you are using the words like suggest, show and consider, the sentence should be in the simple present, not in present continuous tense. So, here the sentence should be in simple present. So, instead of suggesting, we should use suggest. Predicted climatic scenarios or suggesting is not correct. Predicted climate scenarios suggest that warmer conditions could allow the ticks to invade new areas, thereby expanding the already wide distribution of this deadly disease, who kills between 10 to 40% of those who become infected. So, here deadly disease which kills should be there. Deadly disease which. So, two errors. Here we should use suggest, here we should use which. There are two errors and that also in third sentence. So, the error is only in 3. Now, let us see the next question. Australia's capital Canberra, located in southeast between the larger and more important economic and cultural centers of Sydney and Melbourne. So, this is correct. The Bermuda Triangle does not appear. So, this is the phrasal error. We should use does not appear. So, does not appears is not correct. Here we should use does not appear. So, this is nothing but phrasal error. Phrasal error. The phrase itself is wrong. So, the Bermuda Triangle does not appear on any world maps and US board is not correct. Here we are talking about one particular board. So, one specific board, US board. So, whenever you are talking about specifically about something, we should use definite article the US board. So, there are two errors. Here instead of appears, it should be appear. Here US board, we are talking particularly about US board. So, specifically about US board, we should use definite article the before that word. So, and the US board on geographic names does not recognize the Bermuda Triangle as an official region of the Atlantic Ocean. Mongol Empire founded by Genghis Khan in 1206 spanned from Pacific Ocean in the east to So, whenever you are using the word from, you should use to Danube River and the shores of Persian Gulf in the west. Here you do not have any errors. So, we are having the error only in the second sentence. Next, the British crisis originated in London and quickly spread to the rest of the Europe when the British Empire had accumulation. So, just now we discussed in the first sentence, after has, had and have, we should use third form of the verb. So, here we should use accumulated an enormous amount of wealth through its colonial possessions and trade. Trades is not appropriate, we should use trade. So, there are two errors. One is instead of accumulation, accumulated. So after had, you should use third form of the verb. Then we should not use trades, we should use trade. Why? Because trade itself is the plural, trades is not the plural. Trade itself is singular and plural. So trade is correct. Next, the British crisis created an aura of over optimism and a period of rapid credit expansion by many British banks. So this is exactly correct. No grammatical error. The OPEC oil price shock has begun in 1973 when OPEC member exporting countries, primarily consisting of Arab nations, decided to retaliate on. See here, one thing you should remember, whenever you are getting the word retaliate, we should use against or upon. Retaliate against is correct. Retaliate is a word followed by against. So retaliate against. Taking the revenge. Retaliation means taking the revenge. On the retaliate against the United States in response to its sending arms supplies to Israel during the 4th Arab-Israeli war. Now, retaliate means revenge, so we should not use on, we should use against, A-G-A-I-N-S-T, against. Now, OPEC oil shock has begun is not correct, has began, B-E-G-A-N. So, again after has we should use the third form of the verb. So, here we should use began. The OPEC oil price shock has began. So, any action of the past which is mentioned with the time. That means here this is the action that is occurring in the past, and here one time is mentioned. It is 1973, like that it is mentioned. So, the sentence should be in simple past. Whenever you are talking about any one past activity and also time is mentioned, the sentence should be in the simple past. So, you should not use begun, you should use began. The OPEC oil price shock has began in 1973 when OPEC member countries, primarily consisting of Arab nations, decided to retaliate against. Whenever you are using the word retaliate, it should be followed by against. Retaliate against means taking revenge. So, here we are having the error only in first part and also in third part, first sentence and third sentence. Next one, let us see the next question. Here 5 to 8. Here we are given with some sentences with one blank each. You are provided with 5 options. Each of the blank in the sentence must be filled with only one word or one option. Identify the correct word or option that will make the sentence grammatically correct. Now, the price of the onion dash at least twofold in the last few months in various places of the country. He dashed the situation first before going inside the boardroom for the early review of the company. The extent of the flooding can only be fully dashed when viewed from the air. So, here we are having 3 blanks and there will be one word that can be used in all the 3 blanks. Sometimes one word can be used in one blank, it cannot be used in other blanks, but there will be one common word which can be used in all the 3 blanks. అన్ని 3 బ్లాంక్స్లో కామన్గా సరిపోయే ఒక పదం ఉంటుంది, దాన్ని మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి. ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఒక వర్డ్ ఒక దాంట్లో కరెక్ట్ అనిపించవచ్చు, ఒక సెంటెన్స్లో కరెక్ట్ కాకపోవచ్చు, అయితే అన్నిట్లో కామన్గా కరెక్ట్ అయ్యే వర్డ్ మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి. హియర్ ద ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ ద ఆనియన్ means we are talking about the value. Price means value. So, whenever you are talking about increase of value, you can use appreciated. So, we will be coming across 2 terms, appreciation, depreciation. So, appreciation is there, depreciation. Depreciation means decrease of value, appreciation means increase of value. So, here we can take appreciated. Appreciated. Appreciated means the rise in value, the increase in value. The price of the onion appreciated. Then he dashed the situation, or we can use increased also for onion price. Increased we can use, escalated also we can use. He dashed the situation, he appreciated. Here appreciated means understood. Here also appreciated means understood. So here appreciated means understood. He understood the situation. But here we can use only appreciated. We can't use any other word. So he appreciated the situation. First, before going inside the boardroom for yearly review of the company. The extent of the flooding can only be fully appreciated. Again, appreciated means understanding. So what is the extent of flooding? That can be clearly understood when you view from the air. So when you view from the helicopter, you can see what is the flood situation, how much is affected. That all you can understand only by seeing from the air. That means the extent of the flooding can be understood. Here we can use appreciated. Appreciated means understood. So which word is correct? Appreciated is correct in all the three blanks. Next one. Tension dash on the national highway as locals gathered in large number. Tension increased. Tension increased means tension mounted on the national highway as locals gathered in large numbers protesting against government proposal of collecting toll tax. The Kolkata Museum, here we can use, so in museum some exhibits will be displayed. So instead of using displayed, you can use mounted. Here mounted means displayed or exhibited. The Kolkata Museum mounted an exhibition consisting of artifacts related to biodiversity from the collection of the Botanical Survey of India. Many groups have together mounted a lobby. Many groups have together mounted. Mounted means to organize. To organize. Many groups have together mounted. So here mounted means to organize. Many groups have together have mounted a lobby against the cuts in the hospital. Here mounted means to organize. So here common word which we can fit on all the blanks is mounted. We can't use any other word. Every dash of peaceful cooperation among men is primarily based on mutual trust and only secondly on institutions such as court of justice and police. Every kind means every aspect. So we are talking about similarity. Here kind means similar. Every kind of peaceful cooperation among men is primarily based on mutual trust and only secondly on institutions such as courts of justice and police. She would not take any money, but I could pay her in kind. So here what is meant by paying in kind? Pay in kind means instead of cash, taking the gifts. That is nothing but pay in kind. So pay in kind means instead of cash taking. That means here she is not taking any money, but instead of taking money, she is taking the car. So here we are paying some gift, costly gift instead of giving the cash. That is nothing but pay her in kind. So taking the goods and services instead of money. Exactly, taking goods and services instead of money. If you have gas fire in a room, you should have some kind of outside vent. So some kind of. So some kind of means some sort of. Here some kind of means some sort of, some method of. If you have a gas fire in a room, you should have some kind of. That means some sort of outside vent. So here in all the three words you can use, definitely in all three blanks you can use the word kind. Next question. National Farmers Day is an event to celebrate the dash made by farmers over the course of time. So here we can take contributions. Farmers are contributing their part for the increase of agriculture in the country. So you should use exact word contributions. Contributions made by farmers over the course of time. The NGO is requesting dash from local people. So here NGO is also requesting donations or contributions. Here also we can use contributions. This is very easy blank. The NGO is requesting contributions from local people for the forthcoming event they are going to organize for orphan children. His research interest was the metabolism of radioactive drugs, and he made many contributions. Here in the third blank, contributions means piece of writing. Piece of writings to books and papers. Here he is authoring so many books. So contributions means piece of writing. In the third blank also we can use contributions. Contributions means a piece of writing. So in all the three blanks you can use the word contributions, which you can easily identify. So contributions made by the farmers, contributions from local people, contributions to any particular books, that means by the way of writing the books he is making so many contributions. Contributions means piece of writing. Next one. In the following question, there are 5 options, each of which option consisting of 3 words. The pattern of each option is that the second word, you have to see this one, second word should be the meaning of the first, while the third should be the opposite of the second. Second should be the meaning of which one? First. Second word should be the meaning of the first word. The second word should be the meaning of first word, and the third word should be the antonym, that means opposite of the second word. The second one should be the meaning of the first, third one should be opposite of the second. Now, let us see. Infernal, accused, tried. That means here these two should be having the same meaning, while this one is the opposite. 1 and 2 will be having the same meaning, but third one should be opposite of both 1 and 2. Like that we have to identify which is correct. Now let us see. Infernal, accursed, trite. Infernal means irritating. Here infernal means irritating or making angry. Accursed, A-C-C-U-R-S-E-D. Accursed means strong dislike or irritate. Then T-R-I-T-E, trite. Trite means looking dull, D-U-L-L. See, infernal, accursed and trite. You have to identify the pattern that does not hold true. That means in all the other options, the second one should be the meaning of first, third one should be opposite of first and second. In all options it will follow, in one option it will not follow. If you say first option itself, infernal means irritating, accused means strong dislike. Both are having the same meaning, but third one is not the opposite of 1 and 2. Third one is something different. So this is only our answer. This will not follow the pattern. Now, remnant. Here remnant means that is left out. A part of left out quantity is remnant. Remnant means residue, which is left out. మిగిలిపోయిన దాన్ని remnant అంటాం. Residue means the part that is left out. Both are same meaning. Entire means total. Here residue means a part of something that is left out. Here residue means a part of something that is left out. Entire means total. So both A and B are meanings where C is the opposite of 1 and 2. So here this one is following the pattern, but we want to identify which one does not follow the pattern. So this is not your answer. Next, T-H-R-O-N-G. Here throng, then crowd, then sparsity. Throng, crowd and sparsity. Here we are having 3 things. that is throng, crowd and sparsity. Here throng means here throng means actually a large density of population. Large density of population is called as throng. Then if you see crowd, crowd meaning large density of population. Then if you see sparsity, sparsity means there are less people. That means definitely this is opposite of throng and crowd. Throng means having large population, that is throng. Crowd means having large population, that is crowd. If you come to sparsity, so lack of the people, lack of the population, that means there are no people, so that is nothing but sparsity. Here both are A and B are same, but C is the opposite. Next, if you see, you are having the words like tyro. So tyro, what is the meaning of tyro? Tyro means a beginner. Tyro means a beginner. Beginner means fresher. Neophyte, also same, beginner. Neophyte means beginner. That means if you are a junior, you are a fresher, so you are called as tyro or neophyte. Veteran, veteran means experienced. Veteran means experience. This is the opposite. Veteran is opposite to both tyro and neophyte. So here we can see veteran is opposite to both tyro and neophyte. Then let us see the next one. So here venom, V-E-N-O-M, venom is there. V-E-N-O-M, venom. So venom means what? So what is the meaning of venom? Venom is nothing but poison. Venom is nothing but poison. Venom ante poison ani arthamu. Then if you see M-A-L-E, M-A-L-E, V-O-L-E-N-C-E, M-A-L-E, V-O-L-E-N-C-E, malevolence. Malevolence ante that is nothing but poison. Malevolence is nothing but poison or something which cause the harm. మనకు హాని చేసేదాన్ని malevolence అంటాం. venom అంటే కూడా అంతే. Malevolence or venom is nothing but poison or which cause evil to our body. Antidote, antidote is opposite to venom. Antidote అంటే venom కు opposite అన్నమాట. So antidote is something which is opposite to venom. So here in all the other things we are following the same pattern. That means A and B are meanings where C is the opposite. Whereas in the first one itself that is the answer. So antidote is a medicine given to counteract poison. అంటే పాయిజన్ను విరుగుడు ఇచ్చేదాన్ని యాంటీడోట్ అంటారు. పాయిజన్కు విరుగుడు ఇచ్చేదాన్ని యాంటీడోట్ అంటారు. సో వీనం malevolence is nothing but poison. Antidote is a medicine given to counteract the poisonous effect. So here it is following the same pattern. So here in the first one it is not following the same pattern. So A is the answer. Next one. Let us see the next question. Here we are having 10 to 13. A phrase is given by 3 sentences which are highlighted. Identify the sentence in which the highlighted part should be replaced with the given phrase to make the sentence correct and grammatical contextually correct. Fresh water in good amount. Fresh water in good amount. Here you are given with a phrase followed by 3 sentences. 3 sentences. Here we should use this phrase. If the phrase is wrong here, instead of that one we should use this one. So in which the highlighted part of the sentence should be replaced with a given phrase. If the sentence is as it is correct and no need of replacement, we can use none of these. Now, big bugs change the temperature of the sea around them and introduce huge volumes of fresh water as they melt. Here the sentence is correct. Although rivers account for only small amount of fresh water, this is where humans get a large portion of their water. This is also correct. So here also the usage of the fresh water is correct. Fresh water in a good amount. There is the same amount of fresh water on earth as there has always been, but the fresh water makes up a very small fraction of all water on the planet. This is also correct. So here all the three sentences are grammatically correct and no need to replace this word in all the three sentences. So your answer is none of these, since no replacement is required. Next, upliftment of women. Upliftment of women. The group's main goal is upliftment of women through economic empowerment in India. So this is correct. No need of changing this one. Although the UK construction sector has enjoyed a significant rise in the number of women joining the industry. So more women are joining the industry means there is undoubtedly more room for the upliftment of women. So this is also correct. More and more women are craving positions that cater to their desire for flexibility and that allow time for family, growth, balance and more, which is a sign of upliftment of women. This is also correct. All the three sentences are again grammatically correct. So no need of any replacement of this phrase in these sentences. So none of these. Now let us see the next question. Drastic leap. Drastic leap. So where we can use the word drastic leap. So drastic leap, what we can, where we can, huge step. Drastic leap is nothing but huge step. For the revamped mission, the Rural Development Ministry is planning to seek an allocation of 30 to 40,000 crores, which is a some drastic change. See this sentence correctly. After a, some is used, which is incorrect. After a, we should not use some drastic change. A is a singular, some will be used for plural. So here it is not correct. So what we have to use, which is a drastic step, which is a drastic leap. For the revamped mission, the Rural Development Ministry is planning to seek an allocation of 30 to 40,000 crore, which is a drastic leap from the rupees 600 crore. Previously, government was allotting 600 crore. Now it is planning to allot 30 to 40,000 crores, which is a very huge step or huge change taken by the government. So, which is a drastic step. Some drastic change is not correct. So here we are having the error. There is a big growth leap as COVID gives India the opportunity to get growth without massive investment. Big growth leap is nothing but drastic leap. So no need to replace. This is correct. Here we are having wrong. We are going to have to make some drastic changes. Some drastic changes is plural, correct. In this company, if you want to keep from going bankrupt. So that is also correct. We are having the error only in first part. So only one is incorrect. Let us see the next one. Diverse cultures means different cultures. Variety of cultures is called as diverse culture. In this era of technology and globalization, many companies are making an effort to succeed in cultural diversity in the workplace. That is correct. Cultural diversity is the quality of diverse or different culture. So cultural diversity means the quality of different cultures as opposed to monoculture. Monoculture means single culture. The global monoculture or homogenization of cultures akin to cultural decay. This is also correct. You see third sentence. Although we belong to different countries, states and religions represent diverse culture. Here diverge is not correct. We should use diverse. Diverse, not diverge. So diverse cultures is used. Diverse cultures, religions and fundamentally who can believe in many principles of life very similar in nature. So here we should use diverge. So diverge is not correct. We should use diverse. DIVERGE is incorrect. DIVERSE is correct. Diverse is correct. So here diverge means increasing rapidly. Diverge means increasing rapidly. Diverse means different. So we are having the error only in the third part. So we should not use diverge. We should use diverse culture. So this is today's English. Again tomorrow we will discuss reasoning for the tomorrow YouTube class.